Welcome to Arches National Park, one of the world's greatest concentrations of natural stone openings. Many unique recreational opportunities await you.
Good morning. It is Monday, December 19th. On today's schedule is Arches National Park. Sun starts rising in about 20 minutes, so I probably won't make it for the beginning of sunrise, but partway through it I'll be there. It's so close to the hotel, like it's 5 minutes from here. It's practically in Moab. The temperature should get up to 34 today, so should be nice and warm. But one thing that I am not used to and don't often think about, because I don't live in the cold, is having to wait for like all the ice to like melt off your windshield. Looks like it's about done, so let's go. Arch in an arch in arches, and that's terrible. So there's Delicate Arch. I'm at a viewpoint that's about 3/4 of a mile away from it, and then you can actually hike up here a little farther, which I'm about to do. There's another viewpoint that's a bit closer, but to actually get to Delicate Arch, you have to go back kind of closer into the park, and then there's a ranch you can hike out, and it's a 3-mile round trip hike from the ranch to Delicate Arch. So here's the upper viewpoint. You see, there's Delicate Arch. All right, so that was the overlook. So later tonight, we're gonna come back and hike to that to actually shoot at it during sunset. This has been a pretty common sight this whole trip. My truck alone. I'm not mad about it. Alright, so we're here hiking Devil's Garden. And gonna make it to Landscape Arch, see how I feel, and maybe I'll go to Double O Arch as well. So, made the hike. Double O Arches. Now it's time to head back. Probably swing by the visitor center, pick up my collectibles. And then probably have to start planning the sunset hike. So that was quite the hike. It wasn't that long round trip. It was, I think, 4 miles. But for me, the cold and the altitude are things that I'm very unaccustomed to, but it was good. It was great. It was beautiful. I mean, you saw it. It was not your typical hike, which was great. It's a 2 to 3 hour round trip hike to Delicate Arch. So she said, give yourself 45 minutes to an hour to get there. If sunset is at 5, I need to be there at 4:15, which means I need to leave at like 3, let's say give it an hour to be safe. So I should leave at 3:15. If it takes 15 minutes to get there from the entrance, I need to be at the entrance at 3. And the entrance is like 10 minutes from town, which means I need to leave town at 2:50 and it's 1:50. So I have 1 hour before I need to be heading back there. So what I think I'm gonna do is go to Subway, eat, and try to take a quick nap. Back at the park, and it's time to go to Delicate Arch to shoot sunset. And I got a coffee to help keep me awake. I needed to keep it cold, so. Delicate Arch. It's incredible. It's really awesome, geographically. But here's what I'll say about it, is like, as a photographer, unless you have extreme patience, don't try to shoot it at sunset. Everybody and their mother goes there, and all these tourists are like, they want pictures underneath it. So you have a line of 7, 8 photographers trying to take a picture of this at sunset, and sunset, there's no holding a sunset, so you have this small window of when you can actually get the photo you want. And you have these tourists just like standing underneath it to take their picture. And the thing is, there's such a small window that the sun moves. It's just crazy to me. Like, I have my camera on a tripod to take a picture. And these tourists are like, oh, he's trying to take a picture of that arch. So they'll duck under the camera on the tripod, but then they'll go stand under the arch. I'm like, don't bother doing it, because you're gonna go stand in the middle of the picture anyway. Anyway, this is my rant. It's so frustrating. I would say just go and like witness it and enjoy it. Take pictures yourself. Like, don't get invested in trying to take a really great picture of it, because it's super frustrating. So now I have the back half of the sunset to try to get back to the truck. It'll probably be dark by the time I get there. So I have my headlamp if I need it, but I'll just try to hustle. It's gonna be dark soon, so head back to the motel. Rest up. Tomorrow will kind of be a rest day, really, because it's about 4 hours of driving, 4 or 5 hours to get to where I'm staying tomorrow. I'm gonna meet up with a friend of mine, but no national park. So tomorrow will kind of be mostly a rest day. So when I get back to the motel tonight, the rest begins. Yeah. See y'all tomorrow.